Copy that. Initiating phase 3. Let's hope they hear this.
Chrissy, this is from you.
I'm feeling like the villain, now I'm back, I kill it still. Just like the Joker, boy, I kill around just for the thrill. I got 2 guns up on my hip, I shoot them like I'm Quill. I'm wearing a soldier in the cut, so I don't need a shield.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Dream Juice Podcast, episode 13. We have a special episode planned for you guys today, and a quick shout out, if you haven't already, our reaction video to the Stranger Things Season 5 date announcement, teaser trailer, whatever, is already up, so go check that out right now. We will dive into Stranger Things in this episode. But apart from Stranger Things, of course, we've got our Marvel points. We've got another Mount Rushmore on movie villains for you guys.
Yeah.
And then Old Mace is bringing back Dream Life for us, see if he can redeem himself and make it a little bit harder.
It's gonna be better, bro.
A little bit harder.
I hope you had that one adjustment there to actually make it challenging at the end.
Yes, correct.
So we'll see what he has up his sleeve. But first and foremost, a lot of news happened in the last week with old Marvel Studios. So the big one happened earlier in the week that Mark Ruffalo is returning as Bruce Banner, the Hulk, in Spider-Man Brand New Day to be alongside Tom Holland's Spider-Man. So what do you guys think about that one?
Honestly, I love seeing that, but I saw a meme saying like Spider-Man fans in a theater, and it was actually one of the boys' theme. I see a lot of memes of that, even though I haven't fully watched the show or whatever, or watched it all. It was like, hey, what's the clip of him in the theater? He's like just staring.
Oh, Homelander?
Yeah, Homelander. Yeah. And they said this is me, Spider-Man fans, when they think they're going to get the traditional Spider-Man film, and they see Mark Ruffalo get announced for the thing or whatever.
Yeah.
We'll just have to see how it goes. I think regardless,
Yeah.
it'll be cool for them to actually mix, since we actually haven't even have we even gotten a combo from them two yet?
No,
Never.
so everyone's wondering kind of how it's going to work because they've never interacted with each other in the MCU. Like, the only time they were in the same space with each other was at Tony's funeral at the end of Endgame.
Yeah.
And so that's the only time they've even been seen together.
Yeah.
But
And then he
any
says like
thoughts?
that spider guy, right? But I think
Is it Ant-Man and a Spider-Man?
yeah,
What's that?
yeah. But I don't know. I think two geniuses in the MCU is good with Tony and how Bruce has always been.
It's gonna be,
That's good. I think it's fine. But like you said, Spider-Man is such a solo guy, and Tom Holland's is such a reliant on MCU when he doesn't have to be. But just because of politics and stuff like that, we're getting stuck with that kind of vibe, which is cool because like we've always had this solo Spider-Man. But with how it's going now, I think if you just embrace it, you're gonna have some good out of it. Hopefully one day we'll get a street level Spider-Man with some Kingpin, some stuff just around New York City, because New York, like we talked about in the past, New York City is very much a character in Spider-Man's life. And not only that, but like Spider-Man Fantastic Four is also a very heavy storyline that hopefully we'll get in the future, but that might also hurt us later on because like the next Spider-Man rolls around and we're like, oh, here we go, Fantastic Four. But that would be one I'm excited for. I would love him with the Fantastic Four. But I think it's if you just embrace for what it is, it's a
definitely
good
an
thing.
interesting choice. I wasn't expecting that. That was very unexpected.
Very odd. Obviously for someone who reads like the comics would know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, a Spidey Hulk team up is a pretty cool thing. And then something I learned is that basically Sony and Disney, their agreement to finally share the movie rights of Spider-Man. So in order for it to happen, a major MCU hero or character has to appear in every one of Tom Holland's Spider-Man films, which is why we got Tony, why we got Nick Fury, why we got the other ones. And so that is why, I mean, they're having to kind of morph his story around being reliant on Tony Parker or have someone else, or Tony Stark. And then, so that's a little bit why, but Hulk is definitely an interesting choice to fill that role, but
How often or how long did it have to be on screen?
I don't know what it is, but it has to be like but I mean, I've seen some theories that, Professor Hulk, I think he's still that right now, would be like a professor at Peter's College, maybe, and that's how they run into each other.
And that'd be cool. Be a cool little cameo.
But-
or even hopefully a cool little fight scene, because that's what you would really want out of it, not just like a run-in.
Yeah,
but-
and then other theories, right now the main one is that Mr. Negative will be the villain for that, and that people are hoping that Mr. Negative could really tap into Bruce Banner Hulk's mind and mess with him to finally bring
That'd be pretty
the
cool.
Savage
Yeah.
Hulk back out.
Yeah.
The way I
Um,
see,
so-
the way it's all sounding, like everything you just said right now, that could be really exciting.
Yeah, see, it was
And
like
we all,
I
ever
was
since Infinity War, we've been wanting that. You
I
know
was
what mean?
questioning it at first, but the more I like dove into it, it really
And
I'm more interested
how
in it.
much the Hulk has been used. Like we talk about Spider-Man so much, but think about how deep and in-depth character Hulk is to where we haven't even seen really a true, like the most we got of his backstory is probably Avengers, where he's talking about controlling his
Absolutely.
anger and stuff like that. But there's so much deeper to that that you see in past Hulk movies that we just don't get. And so to have that would be kind of cool. You see that in Age of Ultron a little bit, but to have like I would be okay later on if they decide to do a Hulk movie just to.
And
do
I
it
and I
after
hope
that.
they can do it. You know, as big of an issue as Spider-Man rights are, it's as big, if not bigger, with Hulk, because Hulk is the only other hero that is tied to another studio. I think Universal still has the rights to him, and so he's only able to appear in team-up movies
Yeah.
or with somebody else in the MCU, and so that's why we haven't gotten that solo Hulk movie yet. But you never know. Maybe they have something behind the scenes working on.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see what Mark Ruffalo brings to the table for Spider-Man. Still have no clue what it's going to be about, but that's definitely an interesting add-on to the movie.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next up, kind of a cryptic message from our buddy Thor. Chris Hemsworth posted in the last week. He kind of posted this YouTube montage of Thor moments throughout the years in the MCU, and to sum it up, gave like not a goodbye message, but kind of a thank you appreciation for playing Thor for 15 years, all these moments, and then ends it up with next up Doomsday. And so everybody's kind of wondering, is this like a send off? And I know the next day Marvel Studios posted a video of like Thor and Loki's best moments, and the caption was, "I assure you, brother, the sun will shine on us again," or something
They
like
are
that.
thinking hard
And so
about it.
I wouldn't think they'd spoil a death like Thor or hint at it like out of nowhere. Like, why would Chris Hemsworth hint at this? But that's definitely interesting.
Why? I don't even know. Even regardless of what anything happens, why even post that? Like,
Yeah, it's
it kind of
interesting.
like bugs me a little bit. At the same time, it's like I don't even want to be thinking like you guys just delayed the whole thing. Now you're like, oh, thank you so much for everything. Like, bro, just get the movie done.
I think.
Golly, like, oh my
I think
gosh.
all it is a curveball. I think it's either that or Chris Hemsworth just does not care at this point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I think it could be a little curveball. But at the end of the day, come back to like just doomsday theories. I really think most people are gonna die, and I think that Doomsday's one thing, they might survive, but when it comes to Secret Wars, I really think they're gonna realizing that they need to get the mutants and Fantastic Four rolling, and then thinking like in the future of MCU they could bring back other characters, just recast it. I think they're gonna kill off everybody they don't want in the future, and then bring out a whole like sacred timeline of people. So I think characters like that are absolutely at the end of their
I think so.
timeline,
I mean, I
you
think
know?
everybody could agree with me when I say we want the right send-off for Thor,
Yeah.
especially with what happened in Love and Thunder and everything. And so,
Even Infinity War and Endgame of like not getting like he came in Infinity War and everyone's like looking forward to him in Endgame, and then he's just not.
yeah.
Which
So I mean, I'm
I
not.
like, but don't-
yeah,
you know,
I'm
you
not
know what I mean.
expecting him at all to continue after Secret Wars and
Yeah.
everything. And
Yeah.
so we need the right send-off for it. But as far as like characters, Doomsday, Secret Wars, news about those, another big report happened this week where Marvel Studios canceled their panel for San Diego Comic-Con in July, where they revealed it. So, where last year they revealed and announced Doomsday, they announced RDJ, all that stuff, where they would make these big announcements. It was rumored that they would announce the rest of the cast for Doomsday or announce other movies in the future. They canceled their panel. They said it's kind of going hand in hand with these delays, and they're going to have it next year instead because it'll be closer to time for Doomsday.
Here's the thing: Kevin Feige knows, and they are locked in. I think that's
Mm-hmm.
all it is. It's go time. They realize they didn't have enough time. I think he's like just putting the foot down, and saying like we're gonna make a good movie. We're gonna take our time. And like I said, I think it's gonna be pushed back even more than what it is already. I think it's just to not make fans like mad as it is. But I think this is the time they're like, hey, let's not even focus on this other stuff. Now we're going dark. We're locked in, and let's roll. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
what
like
I think
it.
is all it is.
I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, everything you said, and like what you said, people were posting the escape pod. I think that was the TikTok you sent. They said the same exact thing Mason did about
They said what?
the guy that you don't like. Said the same thing you did.
Hey, okay, expose me.
Yeah, expose me.
Sorry, guy. I don't know you. All right.
Sorry, guy. Y'all got the same mindset, but he don't like you. But he was like, I think it would be pushed back even later. But regardless, yeah. I mean, it's a win. There's a win side to it. We either get it earlier or they're putting more time into getting it done, which is So I mean,
hopefully, Fantastic Four can satisfy us until then. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and then
absolutely.
I know people hate Ironheart, but I think there's some potential. I'm the one that says I think there's potential.
I mean, it may be there, but I don't know. I don't have much faith.
I'll give it a chance.
But
I really don't even want to give it a chance. You know what I mean?
I think that I don't know. I don't mean to sidetrack, but I think they just do too much with the suit. You know what I mean? Like if they just did a simple like Ironheart suit with what it looks like in the comic books, I think I'd be all in.
He looked like a Power Ranger in Wakanda Forever now, looking like.
And it's looking more animated. Even Iron Man started looking more animated later on. You know what I mean? But.
We'll see. We'll see how it is. But last bit of news on another MCU Disney Plus series. So, a casting for Vision Quest. Tania Miller. I know she's been cast as Jocasta in Vision Quest, and Jocasta is Ultron's wife.
Yeah. Okay.
And so obviously it's been confirmed that James Spader is returning as Ultron in that series. Yeah. And so now he has his wife, and more information that Jarvis has been cast in the show, and it's the human form of him that was in Endgame with Howard Stark flashback.
Oh, yeah, from
the girl who voices Friday has been cast as the human form of Friday, and the human form of Edith is also cast. So all the AI versions in the past that we've seen have been cast in human form for this. And so the more and more I'm hearing about this show, the more and more I'm excited to see
and that's
what happens.
Right?
This is sometime next year. They're filming it right now.
Yeah.
And so
I'm good with that. I think
no Wanda. No,
we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Last thing we heard from her, she said she was done.
Right. And she died in Multiverse of Madness. That's the last time we saw her in the MCU. Yeah. And so this definitely will be interesting. I know a couple weeks ago there was a person who literally posted a bunch of things about him sneaking onto the set of Doomsday and posted a bunch of pictures and got taken down. Marvel Studios contacted him, but it's since been confirmed it was actually the set of Vision Quest he snuck onto.
Really? I saw those videos.
There was a video, and it was a shot of a bar in Madripoor, which Madripoor is the city that they went to in Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the one where Zemo was dancing and all that stuff. But that definitely be interesting. And is this where we get that leaked concept art of White Vision and Chris Pratt's Star-Lord?
Yeah.
Would this make sense? Yeah. But the more and more I'm hearing about it, I didn't know what to expect with it because White Vision's kind of hasn't really made much of himself lately in the MCU. But the more I'm hearing about it, Ultron and all this stuff, it's definitely
I'm for it, yeah. I mean...
Sounds better than Ironheart. So yeah.
I'm in for both, bro.
So
you got me in the seat.
I'm in for both, bro. Man, you give everything.
Why?
You give Ironheart
Why?
10 out of 10. Bro, this is center's level movie, man. Ironheart, you gotta go. Right.
I didn't even say that. Why you put?
I was joking. I
didn't even say that.
I just gotta add some giggles in there,
bro.
man.
Ironheart compared
some
to
gigglies.
I'm just saying it's something you do because he rates everything high.
Bro quoted me.
He doesn't go below a 7.
Bro quoted a non-quote of mine.
You don't go below a 7.
Man,
I do.
Crazy.
I do. Multiverse of Madness was very much not even close to 6.
What do you give Lilo and Stitch?
Lilo and Stitch was decent. I don't even remember the main one, but I thought it was better than people said. Did you like it?
I liked it, yeah.
Did you see it yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
All right. Did you see Mission Impossible yet?
I did see Mission Impossible.
I need to see that one next. That's the next one. But I need to catch up on the old ones.
Mission Impossible in game. That's
really?
Yeah, basically.
That's crazy. Yeah. But I like Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah,
speaking of movies, I liked it. It was fun. I didn't like the shark guy would have been cool, and I don't even know his name. What's his name?
I heard he wasn't in it.
He wasn't in it. He would have been cool though.
The whole I was laughing a lot too.
Yeah.
So.
We'll see.
Shout out. Go see Lilo.
But with that being said, the biggest news of all, what we're basing this podcast over, the trailer for Stranger Things Season 5, whatever teaser date announcement has dropped. And like I said before, if you haven't already, go check out our reaction video to that. But we are here to talk about Stranger Things. I know we spoke on it a little bit in the reaction video, but a couple takeaways that you guys might have had from this teaser date announcement that they just released.
Anything we have to add?
Yeah, I mean anything
before this teaser thing came out.
Before, afterwards, any takeaways you guys have?
I think for one, time definitely hurt with not seeing it, and it does. Especially when you're dealing with a kid. Like when you first started, it was 2016. Whenever I was in college, watching their kids, and now you got to do what you can with them being older. And I don't know how that works with that, but I don't doubt them. But I think you just lose a little hype with it because the last time we're rolling with that. It's how many years has it been? 2, 3,
3.
3 years, and it was great send off. The one thing, it wasn't like a cliffhanger like crazy. Like there was like the little, it settled all it needed to, and then there was a little cliffhanger, but it was just getting you ready for next season. So it wasn't like we like needed it quick, but I think it just killed a little hype, and I don't think they meant to do it. It had to do with the writer's strike, but it killed a little hype. But I think as it comes in, you're gonna go, and they're just the build up with the release dates is gonna just create more and more hype, and it's gonna be a really fun holiday season from Thanksgiving to Thanksgiving to Christmas is already the best time in the year, bro.
Prime party.
So give us that, just a little cherry on top, and I'll be happy. And then from there, I know they talk about doing a Stranger Things like universe, not centered around this, but just with the upside down and stuff like that. And I'm all for that too. That'll be fun, and I trust them with everything. MCU Doomsday, I'm kind of like a little better now the date's back, but Stranger Things, I trust you.
Yeah,
I
there's a
trust
lot
you.
of trust in Stranger Things, bro. Let's be honest about all the wait time that we've had in this whole thing. I think we can all agree, like, every season has been a hit.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And I love all of them for different reasons. Like, every time you watch, if you can never just watch one season in that show. Like, there was one time I started season 4 again, and I just watched it backwards because I was like, okay, maybe I want to watch season 3 again. I literally watched it backwards, bro. It's crazy.
All right, I'm going to put you guys on the spot here.
Okay. All
Rapid fire, rank the seasons so far.
Okay, so this is different.
Okay. I think I want to blurt it out.
I think when it comes to
like-
favorite, because I think this very much is a nostalgia type show. Because whenever this stuff hits, it's like
You better say number 1 or number 4.
no, I'm just saying like so. I think Stranger Things.
Josh wants the rankings.
No, I know, but what do you want? The best or do you want the favorites? You want the best?
I'll give you my
Oh,
quick
favorites?
I'll give you my quick rankings.
My bad. I'm just asking for clarification.
Stranger Things season rankings. We're gonna go straight with number 4, season 1. I love them all. Season 1, number 4. Number 3, season 2.
Okay.
Number 3 is season 2. I'm ranking it top 4.
Okay. What was
Top
the fourth
4.
one?
Fourth one, season 1. I love them all. Love them all.
all right,
Love all these seasons. What I said, number 3 is season 2. Great season, the Halloween season. Spooky. They did really well getting all the spooky clips of the episodes and everything like that too. And then you have number 2 is season 4 because you cannot beat season 3. That thing overall. Bro. That's like
give me that mic,
that's the most
man.
happy seat. Like you get it. Whatever. That's
All right, favorite for me. All right, so right off the bat, I think Stranger Things does good with like just a holiday, like whatever holiday it is. It's just it's the vibe. You know what I mean? So first of all, 4th of July, so I'm going reverse order. So I'm going number 1 for me is absolutely Stranger Things 3, just because it was just fun, dude. Like the Russians and everything with the fireworks, 4th of July, it was just fun. It was a good time.
You own the Stranger Things 4th of July shoes, don't you?
I do. Yeah, I do have those. Yeah. Hey, look at us. Look at us.
I got my.
Oh, look at us. Look at us. Yeah. All right. Look at us. Look at us.
Hawkins High School. Yeah.
The second best one is Stranger Things 4. It was just hype overall, and that just built up over. And I think it was just great moments. I think everyone had their moment in that. Third is Stranger Things 1 for me. I think it just kicked everything off well. It was my college years. It was in the fall. I remember these seasons like with like time in my life. Like I remember if you told me this, I could tell you exactly what was going on. I remember watching it in my dorm, and it like created hype, and then that's when and I'm like, wow, I'm all for it. Yes, that one, that sound. And then the last one is, and no hate on it, all of them are beyond excellent. Stranger Things 2 with the Halloween. Obviously it's meant for Halloween because it's just like that kind of spooky vibe, spooky season, and it was good. I love them all, dude. It's really
add
good.
something quickly in there before you give yours. What you said about the time area, dude. Movies, shows does a lot depending on where your life is at, or not like where your life is at, but what's going on. Like you said about Across the Spider-Verse. I think you said something very similar about going to the theater. I don't know what you said about it specifically, but Josh saying that, man, that was just a good time.
Bro,
so,
like,
a movie can do a lot if it's hitting at a good time.
Even like Infinity War Endgame, in a rough patch of my life, it was just like that little bit of light I needed. You know what I mean? Like I know that sounds whack, but the amount of excitement and joy those movies brought to my life in that time was just needed. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so I'll also go from top to bottom. So season 3 is the best. I think. I think just the whole vibe. 4th of July, the mall,
Yeah.
all that stuff. It's just
The mall.
top
The
notch,
mall.
man. Scoops Ahoy.
Starcourt Mall.
Starcourt
You got
Mall.
the job. Henderson. Happy 4th of July.
But I mean, that it's just top notch. Second, I do have season 4.
Okay.
I mean, just to build up to it, and then, I mean, even the break between the volumes, volume 1,
Yeah,
volume 2,
dude.
and then
Hype.
ending like what was it? The last 2 episodes were each like an hour and a half each,
Yeah.
which I think this season 5 every episode is going to be like
Yeah,
movie.
it's gonna be
It's going to be crazy. But season 4, and then just the way it ended off. In third place, I do have season 1, the thing that started it off.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I mean, just a
Same.
perfect
Same vibe.
perfect introduction to the universe.
Yeah.
And then, like they're saying, every season is excellent. But fourth place, I do have season 2. I think it's still really, really good.
Yes.
Maybe I have it last simply because of that one episode, which I think is the worst Stranger
Which one?
Things episode, where Eleven's off on her own with the other kids.
Oh, okay. Now, honestly, bro,
That's the only
Hey,
reason I
ain't gonna lie, bro.
I can't.
I
don't
completely
like that
forgot
episode.
about that episode, and you know why? I think
Yeah.
every time I do watch that, I do skip that
Dude,
episode.
that
Why I
episode,
forgot
I
about
can't
it.
stand that episode.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, that actually might have made me switch.
But
switch
here's the
to
thing with
Monkey.
them. They realize like that people didn't like that, and they shift and like.
Yeah, they never go back to
They
the
never
episode.
go back
But
because they know.
I mean, but the rest of that season's great. What happens with Will, obviously, when they all meet, when 11 returns,
Yeah.
and they all meet up
Yes.
back together again
Yeah.
after she goes
that,
off on
comes
the
through
it,
road.
that,
the door.
it did it for that
That-
part. It did it for that.
That,
yeah,
that
the door.
definitely. But that one episode,
Chucks
man, that one
walking in,
episode
the
completely
Chucks, yeah.
takes that season
Yeah.
for me. But other than that, the season's great. That's
Oh,
that's
the-
my
But
ratings.
also
in the tunnel when they were like everything just stopped, and then he was like 11, and then it goes to her like, boom, like,
and the sound,
and she's just like right there, just boom, and I was like,
and the noise. Oh,
I've never been more hyped
I
for
gotta
like
watch this
a
again,
girl
bro.
character in my life,
know,
bro.
so good.
Because it all stops. He says 11, then boom.
Oh, dude, you gotta
we're
add
gonna
the-
add it right
you gotta
here.
add the clip
We're gonna
right
add it right
here.
here, dog. You gotta add it right.
That's
there,
so
dog.
hype.
That was such
Talk
a
about
hype.
like those. She has
Yeah.
some of the best moments just overall,
Yeah.
and then the way that they take her powers away and still are able to like have a good
Oh, yeah.
show, dude.
So
Talk about
good.
hype, and then Hopper taking
Yeah,
on
'cause what's-
taking on one of the things that they like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
had to go against.
Yeah, because let's think about Spider-Man losing powers. Spider-Man 2 was getting like
Yeah.
whack without his powers, but 11
Bro.
loses it. The show was still like
Bro.
still banging.
Crazy.
Dude, I really think this.
We can go over so many scenes.
Oh,
honestly,
dude,
yeah.
we can like we at some point need the most hype. Because think about like the one where Steve comes back and he's a little bat flip.
Yeah.
Poof.
I have,
And, is that the first one? Yeah, the first season.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
When
Dude,
they're all
oh
trapped
my
in Joyce's
God.
house and they hear a
Yeah.
knock on the door and they don't
Yeah.
realize, and it's Steve showing
Yeah.
up. He has the bat.
What
That's
about
so
what about Hopper like slamming down on the little
Oh,
wrestling thing on her leg? She's like, ah! The
And
third
ball-
one, yeah, and he
yeah.
steps on it, and they're like combined. They're like, oh, we're getting
Oh, that
them
one that
all.
was in her leg. That was in her.
Yeah, her
Comes
leg,
out,
and then
and they stomp on
yeah,
it.
you
and
didn't even
that's
know
when
that. Yeah,
That's when they reunite.
and then they
reunited.
just
Oh,
reunite.
so
Yeah, bro, that scene too, and then yeah, that's another.
Dude.
good
How
one.
about into
Oh
season
my
4 when
gosh.
Hopper fights the Demogorgon with
That's
the
what I was
sword,
talking
dude?
about.
That
Yeah.
one too.
Into
That's
season 4.
great.
That's great. That whole montage at the end.
Oh my-
it's so
There's
good.
so many good scenes.
Talk
bro.
about that is like the writers know that everyone loved that song from the break.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wonder, and I don't know if this is true or not. I wonder if they saw that and then they're like, all right, let's put that like crazy in
Let's
the
mix it. Oh,
in the
it works.
finale.
It
And I was
works.
like,
I want to be there when they ask an editor, like, "Hey, make this epic," and they send it back, and you're here, you're like, "Oh
Yeah.
my gosh,
dude, I know.
Like, we
Stranger
have to-
Things editors, I hope you're hearing that. Right there.
Yeah.
Let us know. But
Like, take your time, bro.
yeah,
Take your time.
If
bro.
you need it, you're allowed to delay.
Marvel,
But
speed
I
it up.
think,
Stranger Things, take your time.
MCU, you aren't allowed to delay because you guys have been
You do too
sucking.
much.
You suck.
You're
Stranger
like
Things, whatever you need, guys.
you got
I think,
late. Marvel has late fees, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
Fact.
Stranger Things, like yeah.
That's why Thunderbolts flopped. Is like like everyone said, it's sad this flopped, but it's not because of Thunderbolts. It's because from Multiverse of Madness on, everything has sucked. Besides, what was No Way Home after that too?
no, it was before.
Before,
so
so
Deadpool,
from-
Wolverine, and that was like almost separate from.
Yeah,
MCU.
but that's separate. That's not even that. It's Deadpool
Yeah.
movie. I don't even count that. But everything from Multiverse of Madness,
Guardians?
that was the most hyped and most like that was one of the most add-on. Guardians. I see Guardians as separate too, in my own way.
But yeah, when you're saying that, like you had the Multiverse of Madness trailer as a post-credit scene for No Way Home.
Oh yeah, you did.
Remember watching that? We were like, oh my gosh! And then it's just,
Yeah, it's out of nowhere.
That
as
movie-
good as WandaVision was and everything too, and we get to see her, and it's
People like I think it's garbage. To be honest,
the more it's
Multiverse- wait,
the more
Multiverse
the more it sat with me, the more it's lowered.
You
Yeah.
thought, bro, and when they announced it, you thought it was gonna be so cool. It's like more multiverse. But
And then
like,
what did you
no.
get out of it, bro? Like Wanda dies at the end, And the build up with like Wanda in the first place, you don't even see what. Like, do I truly see?
But all that being said, MCU. I'm glad you're taking your delays to fix the Avengers movies. The rest of it, get your act together. Glad you did your little.
Go take notes.
I'm glad you had your overhaul. So we're expecting big things in the future. But kind of to your point, going back to Stranger Things. The wait in between the 2 seasons, everyone's always, Stranger Things died down. The kids are getting so big, old, and everything.
Never has, honestly.
It's died down. But now we get this trailer announcement and everything, and everything's ramping back up. It makes me realize how big the Stranger Things fan base really is. All these people just saying died down, but then when Stranger Things comes up, the amount of excitement I get for it and the fan base it has is truly like nothing.
And just talk about it, like look how hype we're getting.
We're getting excited. Honestly, this is probably the most excited we've gotten.
So
I don't know. I can't remember.
Bada boom!
And so,
It's just the thought of us bringing it back up because it's been so long. We're like,
holiday season Dream Juice is going to be one to remember.
Oh my god! That's the time I'll come back to is
So
what? Like we got
Stranger Things is another scene to add on. A hype scene whenever Dustin figures it out. The whole like Watergate in season 4, and then he's like, "Oh, he figured it out" or whatever. And he's like, "Bada bada bum," the scream.
Oh yeah,
when Dustin figured out
times, right? Mm-hmm. Then the other one.
But the more hype one was the ending of the episode of Dustin like figuring it out because he said there should be a Watergate here, and he goes down there and he finds them through there, and he's like, "Bada bada bum," like to prove his point. You know what I mean? It's pretty hype.
Yeah, Dream Juice. We'll have to do like episode recaps since it's split into 3 volumes for sure. So like volume 1 recap. So
I'm all for that. That'll be so much fun.
We'll have to. That'll be a lot. So on the topic of Stranger Things, much like we did Invincible last week, we've each got our top 5 Stranger Things characters. And obviously we might have more to add and stuff like that, but we each have our rankings ready to go.
I'll start.
Oh yeah.
No, I feel like I haven't started something in a while, so I wanted to go ahead and offer. That was so random. I just made that up. Wife looking at me like, what? No. Telling everyone don't go watch 5 or whatever. How deep? Okay. I don't know about you guys, but doing this list, I actually did. It's hard because you love so many people. You love so many people. I'm gonna say. Go ahead. Just a quick 2 I don't want to say a lot of honorable mentions, but just a quick 2 that didn't make the top 5. I had Eddie and Murray. Murray's funny, bro. Remember, like, season 3, he was like, "Sorry, who's speaking to me?" And then he's like, "Who's this 4-year-old?" You know what I mean? He just has a lot of funny scenes like that.
Keep bringing him back in a larger role each season. When like season 2,
yeah, that was cool too.
Like a side character for Nancy and Jonathan, and now they just keep bringing him back more and more.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. So to start my list, number 5, going down. Number 5, I do have Robin. She came later, season 3, but I guess you could use the word. She's like really silly, I guess you would say, and she's like talkative and. I don't know. She's like she was also like what I was saying about Oliver. She kind of hopped right into the group, like started believing it. She didn't hesitate to like not believe any of this stuff. I don't know. She was just kind of looking for friends or whatever. But it did suck when she didn't get to end up with Steve. I guess that's the one part where I didn't kind of like but that's just the script writers. I guess you would say. Number 4, I had Billy, bro. You know I love Billy. Billy, bro. Billy goes. I'm trying to think of like just. Billy goes. I like the scene of him in a car and he's riding to go see Mrs. Wheeler and he's like looking at himself in the mirror. He's like looking at and he's like, you know what I mean, just flexing and stuff. But yeah, Billy right there. Number 3, I have Hopper. I think that might be in y'all's top 5. I feel like it's a very likable character, lovable character. How could you not like him? I mean, I don't really got to go into detail with him. Number 2, I do have Dustin. Smartest one in the show, bro. They wouldn't be making it nowhere without my bro Dustin. Let's be honest, dog. Bro solves everything.
That's valid.
Valid. Okay. Valid. Yeah, bro. Like the bada bada boom we were just talking about. Like, dude, oh my gosh. Yeah. I always say this not every season, but after season 4 for sure, I was just like.
The glue to the group as well. Like,
the glue. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mike's fighting with
Yeah. Mike's fighting when he was like, he made him spit on each other's hands, shake. He's like, call truce. Glue of the group, knows everything. Yeah. Listen to Dustin. Let him lead. Let him lead the group. With that being number 1, my boy Steve. Gotta be on there, bro. Bat flip, my man. Dude, he deserves everything. He's been taking L's, but he still grinds for the team. You know what I mean? Like that. Dude, season 4, he went through, that whole battle with the bats going through the upside down and water. Yeah, bro's a dog.
I think that's the only word I have for him. Steve's a dog. So that's the end of my list. I'll hand it over to Josh.
Yeah, man. So right off the bat, to agree to Kate's point, honorable mention, but I think the most underrated character in the whole show is Murray. For sure. Just the role he makes, like, it's just...
You don't think
comedic,
about it.
you
But
don't.
it's like, dude, he was so
Dude,
funny.
yes, he does.
Like,
I mean, he was the key to the Russians, all that
Russian,
stuff.
Oh,
And
and
then,
Hopper too, like being able to
yeah,
get Hopper back.
I mean,
Yeah.
it was
That too. Yeah.
unbelievable. So, honorable, but along with him in honorable mentions, I do have Eddie, and I have Joyce as well. Especially season one,
There's a lot
Joyce.
you
Joyce the same way.
Joyce in season one is just
Joyce was
like
a plan,
unbelievable.
bro.
Yes.
Yeah. Where's
And
my
so-
boy?
But at number 5.
Okay, we're starting the list now.
Number 5, I do have Billy. Just like
Okay. Gotta
minimal
be on
minimal screen time compared to the rest of them, and not as big of a role.
Like a conquest type thing.
Yeah, but I mean, he plays his part, and
Dude,
every
he
scene he's
does.
in, man,
So
it's just
good.
crazy.
So
and then
good.
those just the quick shots we get of him in season 4, almost when Max is going through it. Like Billy's
Oh, yeah.
dead, but
Yeah,
just
love
whenever
it.
she's
Love
like through it,
that
he's like
so
in the
much.
door, like knocking, like. And so, number 4, I do have 11. Also, I mean, like I wouldn't at the beginning. I didn't have her in the list because there's other ones, and definitely, like I said, that one episode in season 2 kind of brings everything down for her. I don't like that phase she goes through as a
punk rock
character. Yes,
phase.
I'm not a
rock
fan
in
of
the
that.
80s.
But as we were speaking, just the amount of like scenes she has where it's just the hype moments and everything.
Yeah.
Like she's the
Yeah.
she's the key to the show, and I like it. Number 3, I have Dustin. Definitely out of the 4
Yeah.
group, I think he's the best one.
Yeah.
Smartest one, the funniest one. I mean, he's the soul of that group
Yeah,
almost.
he
I mean,
is,
you
bro.
see him like whenever he thinks he's they forgot about him whenever he went off to camp or
Yeah.
something. They surprise him. Like, what would the group be without
Yeah.
Dustin?
Yeah.
Number 2, I do have Steve as well. I mean, to Kate's point, just the character.
Dude, don't tell me. All right, keep going. Sorry.
Oh,
One and two are
I
interchangeable.
see it
Okay.
coming.
1 and 2 are
Okay.
interchangeable for me. I think Steve could easily be number 1
Yeah.
for me. I mean, just the character arc and everything. And then number 1, I have Hopper.
Oh,
As well.
okay.
Well, dude, I was your girl. Where's your girl at?
Nancy. I think
no,
we're Nancy.
no, no.
You like it? So
No.
it's just that. Okay.
Please
No,
don't do
dude,
it.
no.
Okay, all right.
Why?
No, no.
Then I have Hopper. All right.
Have you
it's,
seen Barb?
Oh my gosh, John.
Oh my gosh, Josh.
all right. Just
do it.
let's pass it. Mason's been itching to get to his
Hey,
list.
good
anyway,
list.
so,
That
I mean,
was a good list. Good list.
All right, so the crazy thing, like starting off. All right, watching Walking Dead. All of us are rewatching it right now. I don't know why.
watch it for the first time.
I hate almost every character in The Walking Dead. Besides Daryl
Where
and
did this
Rick.
come from?
I'm just telling
It's
you.
like, F it. Let me add it.
I was watching it. I was like, I hate every character. Stranger
next
Things. I like every single
yeah,
character, bro. Even the worst, like
Johnson.
Jonathan. He has some depth to him, and that could be someone else's favorite because someone could relate to him. So shout out for them to be able to do that. Number 5 for me, Eddie Munson. 1 season's enough to put him in the top 5. The comic relief, the being able to stand up and do it, like his whole arc of being scared to step up and then stepping up at the end was big time. I hope they bring him back. Number 4, Billy. Just great acting overall for him to overcome, like character arc for him too, from being the bad guy and then coming back and then having like a savior moment of like bah, and then just taking over from being taken over. Number 3, I almost want to put him higher because he deserves to be higher, but Hopper, I think he's just the glue too, just continues to work. That's why I think in our prediction I say that I think he's gonna die, is because I think that's his kind of character, is to die. And I think it'll be an emotional death. Number 2 is Elle. I think she has some of the best parts, the most hype parts, and like you said, she does have the low point of season 2.
One episode.
The one episode. But I think overall, I think she, not necessarily her acting, but I think it's all around her, and it's all because she's been able to, without, even in the season 1 where she doesn't say many words, is able to do a great job of just creating some depth to her. So, and then number 1 is the one and only Sister Steve Harrington, baby. Love it, dude. I even like that they make him fail too, with like Billy, like he's not just the overall hero. Like he has some struggle to him. Of like even whenever he's at Scoops Ahoy and he's like, I don't know who I am, and then for them to build up from there of just him being just a great guy overall.
Oh, and then in season 4, he has no hesitation whatsoever to be the one to
no
make
hesitation.
the sacrifice.
His whole
or anything.
babysitter phase too. I hate to be it, but like
Yeah,
let's
I
be
know.
honest, he does get stuck having to do it. but-
Yeah.
And
And
Dustin, man.
for
Yeah,
him
and
simping
Dustin.
over a girl like Nancy, bro, bleh, like, come on, man. I want to be with someone like Robin, but, it is what
Yeah,
it
it
is.
sucks.
I'm okay with that move, too, though, but
Honestly, if you could change one thing in that show, it'd have to be that. Just Robin and
Yeah.
Steve.
I think it was fine.
Still
with-
worked out, yeah.
It worked out for season 4, though, too, of, like, both the trio of them 3 being together and then Eddie kind of being there. But, I don't know. Like, everyone's lovable in this show, man. It's
I
good
think so,
stuff.
man. So
good stuff.
Just quickly, you mentioned Walking Dead. Honestly, Spencer didn't show up. That'd be perfect to add with him.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
on
yeah.
it, and Josh will get more deep into it, and we can like cut off the segment from wherever he's at.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right,
You know.
So
Really
a lot of exciting things ahead for Stranger Things. Like we said, later this year we will be covering it, reviewing it,
Yup.
everything. So
Yup.
excited to be doing that. With that being said, Marvel points, guys. Marvel points. We ready? We actually
I'm
have.
actually hyped for Marvel.
Yeah, we have whiteboards this week.
We're moving
And so
up.
Shout
we
out,
are
shout
definitely.
out,
Our first
father-in-law,
expense.
Jeremy, if you're watching this.
Shout out,
we got the
Jeremy.
whiteboards.
Yeah, shout out Jeremy. We got the
My pops
whiteboards
J
right here.
J-Man. The J-Man.
Rate it. Let me know how you. What you think.
We no longer have to look at Mace's size
Editing
one.
is gonna
Dude,
be so
that
fun.
guy-
Editing's
Come
gonna be
on,
so
man.
fun for this.
Holy
Marvel Points
cow.
editing is gonna be so lit.
So
It's going to be so
All right.
fun.
I guess I'm holding the mic, so I'll give my,
He'll
my
go.
quote right off the bat. So
Why you on the mic?
yeah. So week 13 of Marvel points now.
Oh, gosh. I got to get my
My
mind right.
quote is, "This is not how I pictured getting there."
Oh, Josh coming in with the
I'm so
hot.
sick of you now.
I
I used to like, oh, Josh
Hey,
is a freak.
hey,
but now I'm, like, sick
half
of
point
him.
merchant.
Hey, say it real quick for me.
I am the half point
Say it again
merchant.
for me. I forgot already.
This is not how I pictured getting there.
Oh, I think.
So you guys both are kind of unsure. So we're
Yeah.
gonna flip it on
Yeah.
3,
Wait,
2.
where are we flipping it to? The camera or you?
Both.
Flip it to the camera, and then I'll say
Ready,
flip
set.
it 3, 2, 1, go. All right. So May said Loki from Thor Ragnarok. You went Rocket from Guardians 3. Called me the half point merchant.
Oh
because
my
I get
God.
half point.
John,
It
4
is-
weeks in a row.
It is Steve Rogers from Captain America, the first Avenger. Right before he goes on stage to do the propaganda, they're asking him how he wants
Brother.
to be a soldier and get out there. He's like, all you gotta do is just say the word, sell some bonds, all this
that's
stuff,
right.
be a warrior.
Dang.
And he's
I
like, this
thought
is
it
not
was
how I
something
pictured
else.
getting there.
I thought it was
So-
something
Wow.
else.
That's crazy.
Good pull, man. That's a good pull. I'm telling you,
Josh
half
watching
point
all of them
merchant.
again. Like, let me get one from
And,
here.
Let me get one from
There you
Wakanda
go. I
Forever.
can go.
Let me
Marvel
get one.
points are killing me right now. I used to be the man.
Yeah, I know. I'm the Marvel man still, but we'll see. Josh gonna catch up with the half points here. All right. My Marvel quote of the week is, "Your judgment is askew."
Oh, I know that one. Thank God, dude. Thank
Dang, I didn't know if you. Gosh, dang.
Hopefully, I've been getting so many wrong. Right.
Say it again.
Your judgment is askew. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flip it. Got Tony Civil War, Thor, Avengers 1. Cade got a point for this week.
Let's go.
It's at the
Needed that.
airport when he's like, I can't remember what he says before, but he's
When
like,
he's
your
talking to
judgment is
Captain,
askew.
your judgment
Yeah.
is askew.
Yeah.
Love it.
Dang, sorry, Josh.
Sorry, that's a movie I've seen a lot. So
So,
script right now.
dang, man, I need to get a point here though. So I'm dead,
I need this.
dead in the water.
I
if
did,
Cade gets us.
I did come heated this week because
Oh, great. So I'm
really challenge. Because to be honest, bro, I've been giving some lousy, not lousy quotes, but like easy quotes for you. You guys have been knocking mine off. Like you guys have been.
Not really.
I feel like I've been just getting skunked by you guys in Marvel points. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's been 7-0 every week. All right, we're giving a quote. I have it on. All right, here's my quote. My quote is, "Still doesn't explain the jacket."
Come on, man. Are you kidding me?
Is it hard? I really challenge you guys. Still doesn't explain the jacket. Ready to show you both
Yeah, I'm sad to, but
All right,
yes.
3, 2, 1, show them. Star-Lord Guardians. Josh gets half a point.
Oh,
Dang
see.
it. Mason got
That's
0, but
Josh.
Josh gets it's
Dang.
Black Widow and Age of Ultron. It's when Wanda is like with Steve and she's like, she's with us. Like she was like, is that my jacket? And she was like, she's with us. He was like, still doesn't explain the jacket.
I don't even.
Yeah,
what?
I don't
Yeah.
either. I thought it was referring
Still
just
got
to
half
the
point,
vest
right?
between
It's
Yelena and
Black
Natasha.
Widow. It's Black Widow and
Age of Ultron?
What?
You said Black
Black
Widow.
Widow. Like Natasha is Black Widow.
I'm saying.
He's saying movie Black Widow.
Yeah, I'm saying.
No, I'm
movie
saying
Black
it's
Widow.
Natasha in Age of Ultron.
She's an Avenger, isn't she?
She's Black Widow in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, I'm saying what? Yes, I'm saying what part?
What part?
The whole movie? It's an
the
Avengers
whole
movie.
Brother, what?
Avengers Age of Ultron. What do you mean, brother?
Wait,
What are you asking?
okay, I said it's Black Widow in Age of Ultron.
Yes.
That's who says it.
Yes.
Why is there such a hard question? That's literally what
You
I
said
asked.
Natasha and Black Widow. It's still the same thing. Yeah. Either way. Yeah.
I said
yeah.
it-
Yeah. We didn't say no at all.
Why is that such a hard question?
I don't know.
I'm saying
I
what
don't know.
part?
What?
Say it, what part again?
Did that confuse
It's
you?
the part when Wanda and them ditch Ultron when she sees his vision to destroy the world,
Yeah.
and she comes and finally helps Steve in the train, and then they get done, but they the rest of the crew doesn't know that. Because Steve is the one who saw them stop Ultron when he was fighting him,
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
when Steve comes back with them, and then Scarlet was like, "Is that my jacket?" And then Steve was like, "She's with us," and she was like, "Still doesn't explain the jacket." It's very quick.
well-
It's very quick. That's why I had to chat. It's very quick.
Damn.
I don't expect you to.
Still got a half point.
I honestly
though,
wouldn't
so
have got it too. I'm not gonna lie. I had
gotta-
to go through some scenes.
full point for me
some
this
stuff.
week. There we go.
0 for the Marvel man.
There we
Zero
go.
for the Marvel
Hey,
man. What'd you
zero.
get?
I got 1 this week.
1 point.
How much? What'd you get?
I got one. Yeah, because I
All
didn't
right,
have
there
one.
we go.
Both got one.
Are you
That was a good week. That was a good week.
There
Huh?
we go. Good week.
Dang.
Josh
Whatever,
has
man.
caught up to me. Josh has caught
A
up there.
little bit.
Whiteboards was good.
Inching back up there. So it's time to bring back Mount Rushmore, like we
Ooh,
mentioned,
I'm
and
excited
we got
for this one.
movie villains. So it stretches any movie.
Dude,
Our
yeah.
4 best movie villains of all time
It's-
going on the Mount
yeah.
And
Rushmore.
I know I'm missing some.
Yeah,
right?
this.
I
That,
know-
I was just
I
gonna.
feel
I
like
was just gonna add that point. I was just
I-
gonna add that point. When you have this wide range, it's like, dude, I know I'm like probably forgetting. It's like the sports movies you guys did with
it's-
Space Jam and
it's,
stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
it's tough, and I mean,
Yeah, Tiger Git.
I think three of
Three's
mine,
easy.
3 of mine were solidified. It's that 4th one that was tough
Yeah.
for me. But
3. Yeah.
I mean,
Three
I guess I'll just give mine.
Go ahead and
first.
give yours,
So
my
I
man.
mean, I think solidified the #1 movie villain of all time. I mean, Mount Rushmore it isn't ranked, but this guy's #1 is Darth Vader. I think the ultimate villain.
We're gonna be the same. 3.
Anything, no matter what. I mean, there's no explanation needed. #2, I have Joker, specifically played by Heath Ledger. I think that's no question to ask right there. I think one of the best performances from an actor, someone really just engulfing themselves in a role, and just one of the best performances ever. And then the newest member on this list, or I guess the most recent one, #3, I have Thanos, the best villain in the MCU, but the best. It's no questions asked. And then #4, this one's a little tough. I went back and forth, and I didn't necessarily know who to put on there. I'm going to say a little bit honorable mention first. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie, but I have honorable mention. I have Anton from No Country for Old Men. If you haven't seen the movie,
that is a good one.
have you
bro.
seen? Have you
I have
seen
not
it,
seen
Kate?
that.
That is a good one. That one
Unbelievable
you legit are
movie.
scared of, bro.
Yes.
You're legit.
And Javier Bardem, like unbelievable performance.
I don't like the ending. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like
the end. But other than that, the movie is
Yeah.
unbelievable, and
Yeah.
like the air pressure tank thing that she
Yeah,
uses,
yeah.
dude, unbelievable.
He sets it down.
Yeah,
Or
but
that's
he
good.
I think it's so good. And the movie's so good that he rightfully could be on there. But my 4th one, I do have Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin up there.
okay.
Just timeless, classic nostalgia for Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and I think he holds enough weight in that role. But what he was able to do when he came back in No Way Home as well, and add to it to his performance there, puts up there. I mean, obviously you could make a case for a lot of other people in 4th, but coming down to it, Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin.
Yeah.
So that's my 4. I have Darth Vader, Thanos, Joker, Green Goblin.
Good. Let me, because mine's gonna be all the same for the first 3. So mine is very much Darth Vader is my favorite of all time. And then #2 is the Joker, Heath Ledger's, and then #3 obviously is the same as his with Thanos. And then my #4 is I don't even know if this is the same. I feel like there's someone out there that might be better. The No Country for Old Men. That's what it's called. No Country for what? What's it called again? No Country for
No Country for Old Men.
Okay, yeah, I said it right. I just mumbled it. But that's a good one. But for my 4th one, I got Killmonger.
Hey.
That's a good one, dude. You don't get enough time with him, unfortunately, but I think for him, he just makes an impact on that movie overall and makes that movie what it is.
Quotable guy, man. Quotable
Yeah,
villain.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Honestly,
he's
if
good.
A villain can quote, like, you got quotes from a villain.
And for
I feel
ending
like-
for a villain too, I don't know, his reign isn't very long, but it's like an ending is like very poetic and you know, what's the quote when he's on the train? He's like, I can't the train where he's talking to him back and forth. He's like, you've become the very thing you. No.
You have become them.
You have become very much Anakin-like. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you're
I know, I'm quoting Anakin,
like
but it's very much Anakin-like of like you're becoming exactly what you swore to destroy, and so that's good stuff. But that's my number 4.
Good stuff, man. Good stuff.
I do want to mention y'all before I get into mine. I kind of went more on the personal favorites. Kind of like I know we've had this discussion on the difference of like what should be there versus what's just your favorite. This is exactly why, just having the same. I think we all can agree, but y'all will obviously find out what my switch up is. I just want to switch up a little bit, get on there, make sure I have this right. Anyways, just to start it off, Joker, bro. Heath Ledger got to be on there. Insane role played by him. And like a lot of quotes too. Joker's got to be on there. I figured it'd be on all of ours as well. I do have the Green Goblin as well. Another quotable guy, character. And yeah, so just get on to my last 2 that are different. I did have Killmonger. I had to put him on there, bro. You know I had to put him on there. Killmonger was insanely hard. Yeah, bro. He's like,
You have become them.
burn it all. You know what I mean? Like, when I tell you to do something, I mean that shit. Yeah. Anyways, this was the huge switch up. I just wanted to add it there. Honestly, like Thanos, that like could be on there. He should be on there. But just I want to add a personal favorite, bro. I put Koba from Planet of the Apes, bro.
Okay.
I put Koba
Okay.
from Planet of the Apes.
All
That
right.
dude, bro,
I
that
thought
man
of it.
shot down their own
I thought of
king
it.
and played up a whole scene of like fooling the whole apes and telling like he's the king now, and then Caesar. It's kind of just like Black Panther. Like he comes back and they have like king battle. He's like Caesar love human more than ape. You know what I mean? But the whole Koba, bro, and they got Koba is not. Yeah. And then so I just want to add Koba there for fun. Just for fun, strictly, like obviously, but yeah, because I do love those movies a lot. But I think Josh
Y'all
could
love those, bro. I do not.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Side
don't
note:
like
Mace
those,
is a
man.
Planet of the Apes hater. Me and
I
Kate love
I
those
don't even
movies.
like it. I would never watch it again. That's
One
how
of the
much
best trilogies
No,
of all
it's not.
time.
Pirates of the Caribbean is better. Lord of the Rings is better. Transformers is better.
Planet of the Apes
It is
is
not.
leaps and bounds better than Transformers.
No,
trilogy.
it's not, bro.
It
No,
is.
it's
It
not.
is.
Indeed.
It is. But Koba's a good pick, man.
Koba's a good pick,
Nah,
yeah.
nah,
I thought it'd be fun to add him.
that's a
good
great
switch
one, and
up
I
there,
did
yeah.
I did think about him for.
I
for a
knew
second.
you would like twitch on
Dude,
it.
I love those movies so
Who
much.
are other
man.
ones that y'all like tried?
That's
to-
also one of like that could be a like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. My favorite one of all those. That's like a
Yeah,
up
that's
there
my favorite
movie
one.
for me.
what other villains did y'all struggle with like putting on yours though? Because
Who else was on there?
I mean,
Thanos,
I'm thinking.
just thought it was too basic.
Just thinking
So,
of Marvel movies in general, like Doc Ock.
Doc Ock was.
Even
Venom. I even thought about Venom. Just Spider-Man. I didn't want to do too much Spider-Man.
yeah,
so I was like,
I would almost say Venom,
Dude.
but it just as far as movie goes, obviously Doc Ock. You can almost put Loki, just reoccurring villain over and over in the MCU, and then Star Wars you have Palpatine.
what did you have? Red
as
Skull
well.
on your number 5?
he's too red for me, bro. My thing, bro, is I can't remember his name, which isn't a good look, but I think it's just like Nightmare or something like that.
Nightmare?
The wolf off of Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
That
Death.
guy is
His name's called
bro,
Death.
is dead.
His name's called
Okay,
Death.
that's
With
a
the
good one,
whistle,
too.
that is a
His sword, bro,
oh
what's
my
his sword's
gosh.
called? Yeah, the whistle, the
little
red eyes,
the sides or whatever.
whatever.
they
I
hold.
forgot what he calls
Speaking
them,
of,
but-
Warren is bringing that movie
Yeah,
back
it's
to
cool.
theaters
They
for
are?
$1 on a certain date in June. $1, you can go see The Last Wish. I think it's The Last Wish, right? Of that.
podcast.
And-
So we just got out of Puss in Boots for the second time.
for the second time, and I'm gonna go see
That
it
movie
again
ever
later.
was good,
Dude,
bro.
it's so I never saw it in theaters
I
either.
never saw it in theaters either.
Yeah, I'm 100% gonna go see it in theaters. But
Great movie. So
Great,
that's
yeah.
a good
Yeah.
inclusion.
that's
also.
a good add and I struggled too. I was trying to remember, like just looking up just to make sure I didn't miss any guys, like just villains in general. And I really think who's the villain in Thor 4? I think he
Gore.
could have been.
Gore.
He
Christian
could have been
Christian
so good, dude.
No,
movie was
Thor
good.
ruined
So
that villain,
good.
bro.
Yeah.
Ruin
Bro, you
having
have
Christian
and you
Bale.
have insane shots. Like you have
Yeah.
insane cinematic
Yeah.
shots of him. You're like, whoa, that's creepy. And Thor's like says something stupid after. It's like, bro, he just killed the whole like.
Crazy.
It's
You
like
know-
one of those memes that like, bro, you can literally make a scene not scary by just changing the
Yeah.
music over it. And
Yeah.
that's literally what the whole movie feels like.
I
Like
know.
Thor will be on there, and then Thor will say something, and that's what it feels like. It's
Yeah,
like, bro, you're
100%.
right. Bro, just kidnapped
the
a bunch
other
of
one?
kids.
Homelander could be on there.
Yeah, he's just not in a movie though. That's why I didn't think of it.
Yeah, I'm just saying in general.
But yes,
like just
I,
villains.
yes, as far as villains and performances,
Yes.
that's as good as it gets.
Yeah, no doubt.
100%.
You gotta watch
The
it,
Boys,
dude.
man.
Come on, man.
Dude, I got a lot on my plate right
If you
now.
like Invincible,
Check back in with me later. Dude, I told you I
I
watched,
check in with
watched
you every
enough of
week
it
on
to not get
Mondays
into
Yeah.
it.
at 10 a.m.
I know
check
for
in
a
with
fact
you.
I've watched like a scene. I don't know. Mason put me in a lot of scenes, and I'm just like, bro.
Whatever.
Like,
You
it's
watch
cool.
Homelander's a good pick as
Yeah,
well.
that's a good add-on.
So that's our Mount Rushmore of movie villains. And to wrap up the podcast, Mason's looking to redeem himself and see if we can, I guess, buy a better dream life than last
We'll
week.
see.
Or I don't know if it'll
We'll
be
see.
as good as last week because he made it really easy on
It was a
us.
good dream life for us.
It was a-
last
it was a
week.
great
It was a
one.
great. So if you don't know the
Same with
series,
Dream Life. I've been living my life really good. I just got back to Tulsa from my Florida beach house. Tom Holland decided to stay there. I think Davis and Chris Pratt.
hey, well your is now gone. I wiped it. All right.
Wiped it.
Infinity
Well,
Gauntlet
probably
wiped
get
it.
something better with
New
it.
option. All right, you get $15. All right. So here's the catch. All right. So this is called My Dream Life. All right. This is a series we did last week. We're gonna continue it on. I wish Spencer was here, but he's not. All right. So My Dream Life fantasy version. All right. Here you go. Here are your options. You got $15. You got $1 to $5 in each category. The categories are: number one, you're gonna get universe. What universe are you set in? Number two, what's your power set? All right. Number three, what weapons or tools do you have? Number four, who's your sidekick? And number five, who's your villain? So your villain's at the end. Remember, you got to prep. All right, because the most powerful villain is gonna be the cheapest.
So, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So that makes sense. You got to make sure you have enough money
that
for
makes
the
sense.
villain as it goes on. All right. So here we go. This is doable for all of us. So you guys get the same option. All right. My Dream Life. You got $15. Let's keep track of it. What universe do you want to live in? All right. You got for $5 Asgard in the Odin reign. All right. So peace right there. They're reigning. They're living life good. All right. So number 5 is Asgard for $5. $4 Hogwarts. All right. $3 is Coruscant in the Old Republic. Coruscant is the city spot in Star Wars, Cade, where it's like the whole planet is just a city. Number 2 is Gotham. For $2 is Gotham. All right, you got to live in Gotham for $2. And then $1 is I couldn't remember Katniss's district, but Hunger Games district is it 13? District 12. District 12 for Hunger Games. All right, Kate, shout out. All right, so what you got? $15 to spend overall, $5 for Asgard, $4 for Hogwarts, $3 for Coruscant, $2 for Gotham, and $1 for Hunger Games.
Can I get some? I mean, I'm not a Harry Potter, but this Hogwarts. Am I a wizard? If I'm living in Hogwarts, I'm not a Harry Potter fan.
No, you get a power set later on, but you're in the Hogwarts like land, like in the castle type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm not
You're gonna get a power no matter what.
I'm not Harry Potter whatsoever, so I'm not messing with that. Not messing with Gotham.
And we have $15 now, so I don't want to pick.
Yeah, it was.
not-
If y'all don't know, it was $18 last week, and it screwed myself. So it's 15.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, specifically because you said Old Republic too. I'm going Coruscant. I'm
Okay.
gonna use 3.
Josh spending $3 on Coruscant. $3 going once, going twice. Sold. Coruscant to Josh.
I don't watch Star Wars either. Those 2 right there, I don't know, but I don't want to spend 5 on Asgard. I'm gonna go ahead and go Gotham and hope I get lucky.
Holy cow! You're going to Gotham? Bro's going to Gotham for $2. I'm dead, bro. You about
Let's
to get
just do it. Let's
you about to
just
get
do it.
mugged. Hopefully,
Let's just switch it up a
hopefully you
bit.
don't bring Kate because
switch it up.
here it's
At least
bad
it's not
deal.
Hunger Games, bro.
I'm dead. That's funny. All right, Cade's in Gotham. Josh is in Coruscant. All right, so Josh, you got 12 left.
I've got 12 left.
Not going
All
to
right.
football games.
Cade is got he's got 13 left. All right. All right. Next category is your power set. All right. What your power is. All right. All right. For $5, you get to be Superman. All right. For $5, you get to be Superman. $4, you get Spider-Man's powers. All right. You get to be Spider-Man. You don't have to be Superman or Spider-Man, but you
Just
get
those powers.
you get those powers. For $3, you get time warping, so you have like the time stone, and you're able to go back in time.
Okay.
For $2, you get size changing. For $1, you get super spit.
Super spit.
Super spit.
Spit.
Yeah.
What is that?
Sky high. Remember he spits on the wall and it like steams. bring some sky high into this podcast, baby.
We're gonna write it down.
Size change?
Size change.
So like Ant-Man for $2.
$5 total.
Man,
$3.
Spider-Man's so.
I spent 2 on Gotham. I feel like I could go safe with Spider-Man. I gotta do it. I think I'm gonna go Spider-Man, dude. Like if this was real life and I'm getting these things, I'd be an idiot. Like, we're being honest, right?
All right,
I
Cade's
can't give up Spider-Man powers. I gotta do
Cade's
it.
minus $4. All right, so Cade's going for Spider-Man powers and Gotham.
How much do you have left?
Hey, if I got Spider-Man powers in Gotham, I'm chilling, honestly.
How much do you have left?
9.
I think
$9.
I'm just gonna play it safe, and I'll go with the size change, like Ant-Man.
So
$2.
So $2, mate.
Yeah.
All right, so Josh said $10.
So far,
That is
$9 left.
That is simply a budget move and not a like,
Spider-Man
personal.
Gotham.
What's going on there?
I'm chilling.
There you go. That was crazy. That thing just didn't.
Size change.
Yeah.
Size changing. All right.
Powers.
Coruscant and in
Simply-
Coruscant
simply-
and Coruscant would be pretty crazy actually. Like yeah. Okay, so we got our powers. All right. Number 3 is your weapons and your tools. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is how much money you spend. $5 will get you a lightsaber. All right.
Oh.
You get a lightsaber for $5.
Coruscant too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dang, in there.
For $4, you get a sling ring from Doctor Strange. All right, so you can
Okay.
teleport. $3 will get you Mjolnir. All right, not bad for $3.
Actually not bad at all, yeah.
$2, a bow and arrow, just simple bow and arrow. You know how to use it. You're pretty accurate. All right, and one for $1, you get nunchucks. All right, little Mikey from
Nunchucks
Ninja
like
Turtles.
Spider-Man, though?
Nunchuck. That might actually be kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do that, bro. Because I was like Milner, Spider-Man 2, but it's like that kind of looked goofy as Spider-Man carrying that thing. Let's let me out.
Yeah.
Nunchucks.
How many more?
Hooked up on the back.
We have 3 categories left.
Yeah, you got 3 left.
Oh gosh.
You got sidekick,
All right,
your
Yeah,
villain.
category.
No, I'm sorry, 3 left, including weapons. So you get weapons, sidekick, and a villain.
All right.
What you got
I'm gonna
left?
go with 3, and I'm going Mjolnir.
All right, Josh getting
I'm going
Mjolnir
nunchuck,
with a
$1.
size change and Coruscant. Kate's going nunchuck for $1.
Dude, Spider-Man in Gotham
imagine
with nunchucks.
Mjolnir size changing, like throw it, no
That-
one sees it.
that
and
would
then-
be sick.
And then like
That would be
So
dope.
far, man. So
All right. So what? Let me see yours. So Kate's nunchuck, Spider-Man, and
and
Gotham.
then I've got
Gotham ain't a problem.
Coruscant.
Gotham,
Gotham ain't no problem.
because you gotta go nunchucks, man.
Coruscant,
Big time.
Coruscant, the size change, and then Mjolnir.
All right. Now you got your sidekick. All right. So sidekick, $5 will get you Bucky. All right. You get Bucky in his prime. This is the Winter Soldier. Right.
Oh, Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
or
This is
Bucky?
Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Winter
this
Soldier
is the
Bucky.
Winter Soldier.
All right. $4 will get you R2D2.
Okay.
All right, not bad, right? $3 will get you Alfred, Batman, right? Alfred.
Butler.
$2 will get you Ron Stoppable from Kim Possible. All right. Did you watch Kim Possible when you were young?
Yeah.
All right, there you go. And $1 will get you Hedwig from Harry Potter. All right, all you're gonna do is send some messages with $1.
8. How many more do we
Who
have?
is the $3?
You get 2 total. Sidekick
No,
and
so
villain.
after this one, how many
It's
more?
villain, just the villain.
Just
One.
the villain?
Okay.
Yeah.
So who is the $3 option?
The $3 option is Alfred.
Ooh.
Yep.
Winter Soldier would be insane. 5. Spending 5.
All right.
3
I'm
left.
I'm
I'd have
gonna.
Could I spend my 5 on Winter Soldier? I'd honestly be set and just have to see who my third $3 is, but shoot. I kind of want to give me the option for that. Or
I'm gonna
two
spend
Spider-Man.
$3 and go with Alfred simply because of where I'm living and my power set and everything. Size change, in Coruscant, the city, and everyone. I need Alfred back, helping me map out the city, helping me infiltrate whatever.
Yep.
Like that's
Actually, like
Alfred.
that.
I think
We'll
is
go
a
that
smart
too.
choice.
I'm going to go too.
Well, Alfred in Gotham too.
I know, that's what I'm saying. That's
Alfred knows
Gotham.
Gotham.
You said that, yeah. Knows Gotham. Got to go with him, bro. Alfred, $3.
So how much you
If
got left?
R2D2 wasn't as expensive, I would have gone with him. Especially
Yeah.
living in Coruscant.
R2D2 is a good one because he actually like
Dude's
is in the
4.
battlefield with you. You know what I mean?
Alfred?
Oh,
Alfred is
Alfred's 3. So what do you got left?
Yeah. So I have 5 left. Wait. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yeah, 5 left.
Dang,
I
you
have 4
budgeted
left.
for the villain
I have
here,
4
huh?
It's budgeted. Budgeted good, bro.
You got
Y'all
4
were
left.
tripping on me
4
on
left.
Gotham, but it worked out.
All right, here we go for your villain. All right, and this kind of tells you what it is. Like this is your end
can
all.
pick.
All right, you're a villain. $5, you get Team Rocket from Pokemon. Has anyone seen
I'm not a
that?
big Pokemon guy.
Oh, they lose every single time, pretty much. All right,
They
so
lose?
shout out. Yeah, they lose in like every episode they're in.
I
this
forget. This is the villain we're facing.
Yeah.
Is this the only villain you ever have to face, just constantly?
Well, it's like your main villain. Like,
Main villain, like,
yeah.
all your movies
Yeah,
are
arch
being
enemy.
made for do this.
Yeah.
Let's think about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's around that. So Team Rocket.
I forgot it was like.
Is that what you're going for, Team Rocket? All right, here we go. $4. Draco Malfoy. You going against Draco Malfoy? Still a wizard. All right.
Who's that?
You never watch Harry Potter?
No.
Bro, neither.
You never
just
wa-
said neither of us watched.
Bro,
Harry
are you
Potter.
kidding me? All right, I guess I gotta change that up a little bit. Hang on. All
Keep
right.
going. Get to the hard ones.
All right. And then $3, you got Killmonger. Good.
Okay.
$4, you got Thanos. Or sorry, $2, you got Thanos. And then $1, you got Darth Vader. So Team Rocket for $5. $4, you got Draco Malfoy. $3, you got Killmonger. $2, you got Thanos. And $1, you got Darth Vader.
Okay, well,
It was $2.
$2 is Killmonger. No, I'm sorry, Thanos. $2 is Thanos.
I'm gonna keep.
might-
I'm
yeah.
gonna keep $2, and I'm gonna give myself a challenge and go with Killmonger, and I'm gonna give you guys
Give-
the best movie ever made in Gotham City, right there. You know what I'm saying?
Killmonger in Gotham is like
Yeah,
big time.
That's right.
I'm
there.
also I'm
You
gonna
spelled
save a
Killmonger
buck.
wrong.
I'm gonna save $1 and go with Killmonger right there.
All
Simply
right.
because Killmonger doesn't have any powers, and just living in Coruscant, like especially Old Republic, all the other Jedi that live there,
Yeah.
like other Jedi are gonna be alerted when Killmonger is trying to.
Now, are we
attack
talking
them.
about Yeah.
And so
Now, what if Killmonger had the Black Panther heart-shaped orb?
I have
Still
Side Stage,
going?
I have Mjolnir,
Okay, all right.
and so it's man, that's what it is, man. I mean, he'd be just like a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
And so he's
That's
literally a bounty
In
hunter.
Coruscant.
In Coruscant, man.
Tell
And so
him what you
that's
got.
it is,
All right,
man.
so tell him what you got
So
overall.
I ended up, I have $1 to spare, man. My dollar just to keep with me. And I'm living in Coruscant, high and mighty, Old Republic, maybe in the Jedi Temple. I've got size change, powers of Ant-Man. I've got Mjolnir by my side. I've got Alfred kicking it back in the Bat Cave on Coruscant, helping me out.
Ant cave.
The Ant Cave. And then I've got the bounty hunter Killmonger coming after me.
Does Mjolnir grow with you or not?
Yes, that's.
Does it really? Holy cow. Yeah, he's chilling, bro. He's chilling. He's chilling. Regardless of mine, I kept $2 just in case I need to like power up against this, but I kind of went for my plot. Like honestly, just looking at my plot is crazy. I'm in Gotham, which we started tripping about. That's honestly
So
serious.
you going
Like,
for plot here? You going for
I'm gonna do it. I just gave myself a challenge. This is my dream life is a movie. It would have been boring, you know what I'm saying? If I put like that Hogwarts dude or whoever he was talking about. Pokemon, bro. You really put Pokemon against me as Spider-Man
That was
with
your budget one. That you
bro. This ain't Spider-Man. This
This ain't a
Spider-Man.
movie You gotta win.
Dude, and I haven't even created my
You gotta
suit.
win or your dream is dead. So good luck.
Well, I die as like a good luck. Anyways,
Thriving in Gotham. I can tell
Any-
you that right now.
anyways, I'm in Gotham City. You know, I was tripping at first. I was like, golly, dude, me and my wife Kate are dead. Then I realized I spent some good money, got some Spider-Man powers. I'm like, shoot, bro. We might be chill here. Next thing you know, my bro had to add me some nunchucks for what was that, $1? Dude, Spider-Man with nunchucks, I can't even think to imagine what that'd be. That makes me want to like upgrade my Spidey suit to something insane, bro. I'd probably do some like Michelangelo Spider-Man mixture suit right there. You know, like wear the Michelangelo orange mask with
Can
the.
you fly with the nunchucks too?
If we're going strictly off the video game, then yeah.
Oh yeah.
The video game, that's the only time I've seen Michelangelo fly with those things. But and then I got Alfred back chilling, bro. Honestly, he could stay with Kate. You know what I'm saying? Chill with her. Look out on the city. You know, he doesn't he do all this stuff? He's like a butler too, cooks everything and stuff.
Yeah, that's what he is.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It's food. You know what I'm saying? I got food making for me, and next thing you know, I got the motivation of Killmonger. I might even get to witness some cool, different quotes. You know, if he's in my movie, I get to witness some more quotes. I wouldn't even mind if he grabbed my neck and he's like, "When I tell you do something, I mean, I'm a user."
Oh my god! What kind of podcast is this? Holy cow!
Anyways, yeah, that's it.
Golly.
And so
That's
Dream Life? We
That's
can
a
have-
Dream Life fantasy. Was that better than last time?
That was a lot better,
man. It was
Good,
better.
good,
I
good.
mean,
That was fun.
We'll keep
So-
it rolling. Might get some like sports stuff in there.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
who's your running back? What position?
Yeah,
you play,
dude, you
type
have a
stuff.
lot. You have a lot. I'm excited for even more, bro.
It could be
It's gonna
fun.
But
Yeah.
I like those. Those are fun. Editing that was like,
yeah. So that'll do it for episode 13 of the Dream Juice podcast. And I know
up.
we haven't mentioned it the entire podcast, but when this episode comes out, happy June, fellas.
June
Happy
things. June things.
So,
Let's go.
We've made it. It's halfway through 2025 now. I know we started in like March, so the first 2 years, but we've made it a couple months in now,
Yo.
fellas, and a lot more exciting things in store. Obviously, the Marvel stuff got delayed, but we still have Fantastic Four, and we've got Stranger Things to wrap up the year to look forward to.
Yo.
And so,
It's gonna be a good year, man. It's gonna be a good
that being
year.
said, we got a lot of upcoming stuff. We're going to be reviewing all the other Fantastic Four movies in the coming weeks for sure. So we'll have those in the lead up to Fantastic Four First Steps. But with that being said, episode 13, Dream Juice Quadcast. That's a wrap. See you guys next time.
Yeah.